Hello, welcome back. This is Giraffe Reactions. We are watching One Piece. We're gonna have 2 episodes today. Where is Avalanche of Kicks? We're getting Straw Hats versus the Baroque Works members, the highest agents. We're having Mr. 1 versus Zoro. We're having Mr. 2 versus Sanji. Full fight. We have Mr. 4 versus Usopp and Chopper finishing off. So yes, it is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be full fight. If you're interested in the fight in the power level section will be overflowing. We're gonna adding Mr. 2 bone clay, full strength justification. We're gonna adjust Mr. 4. We're gonna start Mr. 1 justification of strength. Let's see how they end up compared to the other characters. Yeah, have a look. Episode 115, ladies and gents. We getting still Chopper and Usopp against Mr. 4. Usopp just got told that Luffy is dead. Yeah, but he's becoming the king of the pirates. Yes! Is Usopp gonna go on a rage now? Is he's gonna... Yes! Oh! I'm see Usopp doing some bad shit now. Because this is unforgivable. Yes, we're listening. So she's continuing to attack, but we know it's effective, but not super effective. No way you're gonna hit Usopp with that. Holy ass shit. Fuck. What? He might be out after this attack. Standing. Holy shit! I'm getting a goosebumps all over the place. He probably can't do much now. One more time. He might be dead after that. What is this? It's a bulky, it's a muscle man. What is that? Horn point. What? Are you still able to fight? What the heck? Yo! The same punch which Usopp got. Both of them basically out. Usopp hammer. She's definitely out. She's even back to his human form. Mr. 4 is out. Yeah, Usopp's out. Kaboom, yeah? Someone got a doctor. Chopper, you are a doctor. Okay, I like the Usopp sacrifice basically. Is Vivi gonna find him then? It's time for Vivi to shine. Mr. 4 is out. There is only Mr. 2 and Mr. 1. And Crocodile, yeah. You guys need to run. Maybe you can destroy all the agents, but leave the Crocodile be. The country is doomed anyway. Poor Vivi. Mr. 2 and Sanji, yeah, let's go! I'm into it. Yeah, yeah. Where's the fight? What? Oh, ouch. I was thinking Sanji will have an upper hand here. Okay. Holy shit. What the fuck is this? Okay. They are even. None of their attacks landing. They are even, really even. Yeah, Muten shot. It was the same attack which sent Kurobi flying. So you're gonna use your devil fruits. Person is their soul. Yes. What? No, he's not gonna hit Nami. Oh, he's gonna lose just because of that? Wow! I got speechless for a moment. The fight was really nice and funny. The moment Sanji reveals his weakness. So, Mr. 2 has his devil fruit, which is strong, which is useful at very little time. They are equal, they was equal until they start using the trumped card, which is Mr. 2 has to start using his devil fruits, and Sanji, his trump card, he doesn't have, but he has a weakness. That's heavily favored Mr. 2 right now, if Sanji is not gonna hit Nami. I'm doubtful. Let's see what's gonna happen. Destroy the palace. Why? Just let the invader come in. Just give up the fight. Let them have the win. Let the one side wins with the least casualties. That's all what you need to do. What destroying the castle will actually do? If you give up, you can't speak even with a leader. Or their violence will go and they will start slaughter. That's the good question, because it's like 50-50. They will actually take prisoners or they will just slaughter everybody. They should give away the fights right from the beginning. Okay, we're getting finalization. Fight between Straw Hats, which in particular Nami, in particular Chopper and Usopp versus Mr. 4, and that was pretty tense. The moment they revealed Luffy's death, Usopp took like, I don't know, he got so critical hit that he couldn't do much, and at the end of the fight, he basically couldn't move. It's good he have doctor there. Vivi, getting the rebellion also, getting Vivi trying to get some attention, looks like. But to gain the attention, she needs to do something spectacular that everybody, at least for a moment, look at her, then he can start her speech. It's her plan. I kind of agree with that, but on the other side, they could just try to give up instead of destroying the whole palace. Yes, her idea is slightly better in case of getting attention, but the damage, the castle, they could sell the castle, they could sell the stuff from the castle just to give the people whatever they can do, but destroying it, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of wavering him. I'm really 50-50 on the situation, because yes, it's getting bigger attention, and just by giving up there might be a problem of rebellion just start to slaughtering all of them and just killing them one by one. Yeah, we're processing to the Mr. 2 and Sanji, but then surprisingly, even I was sure Mr. 2 will be falling here, that Sanji will be on upper hand, but we're getting completely opposite. We're getting Mr. 2 when you turns into Nami. Looks like Sanji is gonna be in big trouble, because so far they are really even. I'm curious what's gonna happen there. So don't forget to give me a like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's go to another episode. Episode number 116. So we're getting Mr. 2, yeah, against Sanji, and skipping that one, we don't want to know. Wow, yeah, it really looks like when he's changing into Nami, Sanji is hopeless. Really hopeless. Yeah, he's hopeless. But he making all of those ugly movements with her body. Oh wow. What is this? Yeah, everybody using all of the tricks, and this is the devil fruits what he eaten. So yeah, it's obviously he will use it every single technique. Actually, it is a very good skill how to use your devil fruits, if you can perfect it, master it or not. Also giving you extra boost of strength, actually, especially if the devil fruits actually getting involved boosting your strength, like this kilo fruit with Mr. Valentine, the supporter of Mr. 5. It's a perfect example because it can increase your weight, which means it can increase your strength if you can handle it, if you can appropriately find a good technique to do so. Also, I think Zoan's strength are heavily improving the strength as well. Luffy's fruit as well, which you might be really surprised because it's just a rubber, but if he stretches far enough, it increases his strength a lot as well. He had bandage everywhere. But yeah, he got hit heavy, but he was mostly hit in the face, Chopper. Why there is a less? A vast treasure. He's wounded! Chopper, he was playing with you, Manju. What's that? What? I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comment what actually is Manju. So Zoro got lost. He just walking and Zoro already got lost. Impossible. Ah, there's Zoro, so he found it. What is that? So we're getting Zoro versus Mr. One. What? Oh. Dice fruit. Making plates of my entire body. So another devil fruit we got. We got in loads of devil fruits. At East Blue. Cut down the Mr. 7 at the time. What? I will join if you make me your boss. Holy moly. Zoro's playing big on him. Weakness! So far you have the weakness. Wow! Okay, Sanji's back. Oh! What's that? Oh, very good improvement. Oh, okay, Sanji, but there is no longer Nami, so you can, reciprocate. Ooh, he may have to use his hands for this fight, because he have not only hands and legs, now it's the extensions as well. He's still defending himself. No way! Nice, now it's unleashing on him. He have bigger range. It's hard. Both are unleashing. The strongest, they are really, really, really even. All of them are named attack, everything. They're doing it, they're giving it all. They barely standing. What's this attack? Oh, Sanji's getting up. Ah, so he lost.
勝ちを殺しなさい。
いい勝負だった。
That was a good fight. He got a liking into ballerina. Piece of his soul might be actually a woman that Sanji likes it. So Sanji won with broken bones. Couple broken bones. Okay?
準備 OK です。
4,000 years they're gonna destroy it.
さあ、火をつけて。
What's up? Wow. Crocodile holding the thing. And the supporter as well.
ルフィさんはどこ？
奴は死んだ。
He's dead, so cold and happy and full of greed, full of cockiness. Oh, such a villain. But you fucked up to finish him off. Actually, the supporter betrayed him. That's it. Pretty good resolve. Vivi getting to know that Luffy is dead. Yes, he is heavily wounded. He is very close to death. It's not a super lie, and he's convinced he killed him. It looks like the traitor who's next to him didn't tell him a thing. But why should she, isn't it? Usopp is cured, is getting loads of bandages. Chopper realized that he's a doctor. Vivi trying to get rid of the palace to get the attention. Fails miserably, but on the other side she discovered the king. She found the king, so it's kind of good because at least they know where's the king. But there's Crocodile, so everything is in control of Crocodile, one of the 7th warlord. And yeah, there's nobody. There is a Chaka, but we know who was the strongest warrior in Alabasta. They had no chance. Okay, Sanji won the fight, but what he can do with broken bones, actually. Chopper is the only one who actually has some strength, but he already uses Rumble Ball. I'm not so sure how often he can use it and how many he have of these. Also, Mr. One and Zoro is unfinished battle. They starting to clash, which is interesting. Nami nowhere to be found, probably running away from the girl, which I forgot her name, the supporter of Mr. One. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And what's gonna be even more interesting, it's power levels. Welcome to Power Levels. In this section we're gonna have 3 characters, 2 of them will be an improvement and 1 brand new character. We're gonna have an improvement and final justification, I believe, of Mr. 4. We're gonna have Mr. 1 briefly minimum strength, and then we're gonna go through the full force justification of Mr. 2 Bonkley Sama. But before that, we need to bring ourselves all the rules what we justifying for, which is, first of all, is the winning by 1 punch. If the character can win a fight with a 1 punch, we justify he's twice stronger. The second rule is winning without fighting seriously. It don't has to happen with 1 punch. It just win, but if the character really playing around, that means he's 10 times stronger. And the third rule is basically applying both previous rules, which is not fighting seriously and winning with 1 punch, which gives him 20 times stronger. So let's go back to video now, starting off Mr. 4. We know his minimum strength, maximum strength so far, and average as well, which is 204 minimum strength, maximum strength, which is 672. We know more stuff. So I'm leaving the minimum strength of Mr. 4 as it is, because it's still higher than double the Miss Merry Christmas, so that remains the same, 204, but we're having a small justification of his maximum strength. He was basically taken down accordingly to the series by combined attack Chopper and Usopp. What I'm seeing here Mr. 4 still alive and feel well. Why I'm thinking that? Because I saw how Usopp attacked with the hammer. Okay, that attack was primitive, very weak, but still take him out for some time. I know that his reaction to stuff is extremely slow. So, what about Mr. 4 just knocked by this hammer, pretend to be there until he realizes that he can easily get up. Okay, Bomb exploded, but Bomb can't even beat Chopper's minimum strength, so that's really irrelevant. So I believe Mr. 4, after like half an hour maybe, he will just stand up and there will be like no Chopper, no Usopp, and he will just wrap up the others. However, keeping that still in mind, that he was somehow blown away at least, knowing that Mr. 2 was sent to deal with Mr. 3 because of his incompetence, so accordingly, Mr. 2 could be sent to Mr. 4 to deal with his incompetence, right? So, Mr. 2 should be in comparable strength to deal with Mr. 4. Mr. 2 was on equal footing with Sanji, yeah, similar strength. We're gonna speak about that soon. And Chopper is almost as strong as Sanji in his Rumble Ball form. And this attack, which was attack to the Mr. 4, was Chopper's value, which is almost like Sanji, and combined with Usopp's strength, and combined they are slightly above Sanji's strength. That means that should be enough strength to deal with Mr. 4. To the point, maximum strength of Mr. 4 is actually combined strength of Chopper and Usopp. So maximum strength is gonna be 559. And this is gonna give you an average strength of 382. Case closed. Next we have Mr. 1. I already give away a little bit of the information that I'm treating every next agent with a higher ranking minimum strength of the previous agent average strength. In this I'm gonna be slightly different because if following that pattern, Mr. 1 minimum strength should be average of Mr. 2 strength, but we got a moment when Mr. 1 having an argue with Mr. 2 back in the previous episode, and they have a small clash, and they were looking really even. Mr. 2 attacked Mr. 1, he sent him flying through the wall, which was shattered by Mr. 1 anyway, but he was blown away, so that means Mr. 1 has to be at least half of the strength of Mr. 2, which we don't know how much is it right now until I will reveal Mr. 2's strength. And then we're having a situation with Mr. 1 and Zoro, when Zoro was attacking, so Zoro and Mr. 2 was defending from Zoro, so he's supposed to have minimum strength should be higher than half of Zoro, and we already know that Zoro's is 566, so minimum strength supposed to be 283 of Mr. 1. And yeah, in this case, I'm gonna relinquish this kind of pattern in case of Mr. 1 and Mr. 2. I will treat those two as the higher ups, both of them. The minimum strength what I'm gonna put for Mr. 1 is actually gonna be an average strength of Mr. 4, because Mr. 2 was sent to deal with Mr. 3. I'm sure Mr. 2 will be sent to deal with Mr. 4, and Mr. 1 was kind of on equal footing with Mr. 2, so I'm dealing then this same minimum strength. That's what I'm planning to do. So Mr. 1 minimum strength is gonna be 282, which is average strength of Mr. 4. He might have higher, that's why we also have the range of maximum strength. For maximum strength, we need to wait for the next episodes. So, case closed. So let's go for Mr. 2 minimum strength. As I already explained it, it's gonna be 282 minimum strength for Mr. 2 as well. Now, Mr. 2 maximum strength. How we gonna justify his maximum strength? And then we go into the whole entire fight, Mr. 2 versus Sanji. He cannot apply any of the rules there. The fight won Sanji. And what kind of fight that was, what kind of outcome, and how Sanji was after the fight, was feeling, how was his state. And Sanji had broken bones, so normally at this point what I would do, I will put maximum strength of Sanji into Mr. 2 and follow this pattern. But then if we apply that, Mr. 2 have higher minimum strength than Sanji, so he will end up on the higher strength than Sanji, and the fight was really even in the favor of Sanji. This all shows that Sanji is stronger, he's more endurable, and more stronger, in my opinion, especially the very last attack, because that was clearly the strongest attack from both. So, wrapping everything together, I'm not gonna put maximum strength of Sanji into Mr. 2 maximum strength. I'm gonna completely relinquish minimum and the maximum strength of Mr. 2 and putting him as a constant strength 1 fully set up, no range of 510, which is average strength of Sanji, because that fight was super even. Sanji got couple of bones broken, and the only thing why Sanji won that fight because his maximum strength was stronger than Bon Clay's. And in this scenario that fits perfectly, because maximum strength of Bon Clay's is exactly Sanji's strength, but Sanji when putting himself to the maximum, his maximum strength, inflict enough damage to win the fight, even though he had to have broken bones. So overall, them gonna be equal in strength, but maximum strength, the slight advantage of the maximum strength is gonna give Sanji the enough advantage to win the fight. Case closed. So let's go now to the ranking to see how our characters fit to other characters with similar strength, and let's compare a little. So we're getting Mr. 1 and Mr. 4 back-to-back position 21 and 22, and that's a second-rate character's strength. That's gaining the title Monster of the Grand Line Monster, and they do not getting the title Faster Than a Bullet, which is still reasonable. We spoke about Mr. 4 being kind of sluggish. He's definitely not faster than a bullet. Still, they are on top of the second-rate characters with a strength of 382. Still, Mr. 1 will go up in the ranking for sure, so he outclasses every single second and third-rate characters, being in position 21. Only 20 best is stronger than him, but hey, his strength gonna increase when we discover his maximum strength. We spoke about Mr. 4 in the previous episode, and this is exactly the same, just slightly lower number, so everything applies the same. Let's go to the Mr. 2, which is the strongest for now because we have full justification of it, and this is position number 14, so he's not fitting into top 10 characters, but he's definitely a strength to be worried. He's definitely a threatening person. He's definitely a very strong character who can do almost everything what he pleases in the Grand Line as well, especially in the Beast Blue. He is stronger than Choppy while he's using a Rumble Ball for those 3 minutes. Afterwards, he's definitely stronger than him. Then we get he's stronger than Don Creek, his underlings, Kuro, and everybody in the Drum Island, in Dalton, Vapor. All of them are weaker than him, so he can do a lot of stuff with his strength, and he will be unpunished because of his strength. He can beat up loads of stuff. Obviously, he's weaker than Sanji, who is unlucky 13 number still. He's weaker than Roronoa Zoro, he's weaker than Arlong, Luffy, and all the top 10 characters. By the way, Luffy's gaming is actually on the exact 10 position, so there is a lot of characters we discovered here. And this makes sense because Mr. 1 is supposed to be stronger than Mr. 2, so he will go up, so he will go down with Mr. 2. Then Zoro probably can beat this guy if he's almost at Sanji's level, but again, this will be like, as I spoke with Dorian other day on the comment, that is loads of circumstances, loads of environment, climate, mood, IQ, brain, devil fruit, the perception to use the devil fruit, trickery, loads of stuff to win the fight. And this, what I'm showing you, it's mainly pure strength. That's what I'm at least aiming for, and what I'm ending up. The only thing which I will be kind of still not 100% sure, but if the character is twice stronger, he might have clear advantage, and every higher number obviously also gives that advantage, but not as big. Yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you left a like and subscribe, and see one of those around videos if you may.